Officials are keeping a close eye, as you heard, on our local hospital bed count as many hospitals continue to face staffing shortages as well. News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confer joins us live from downtown now with more on how that is impacting our local hospitals. Danelle.
Well, Amanda, around this time last year, they had more hospital beds in our emergency rooms than they do now. This is a COVID-19 vaccine is widely available. Of course, that coupled with staffing shortages in our local hospitals has health officials concerned.
There are employment agencies that are snapping up the nurses and not doctors, but nurses and respiratory therapists and others, and then doing what they're calling price gouging, where selling those employees back to the hospitals at a higher rate.
Arizona Public Health Association Executive Director Will Humble says local hospitals are not only having to grapple with staffing shortages, but also with meeting the demand of their patients as COVID cases surge, much like they did last year.
Now are seeing an increase in those COVID numbers. That becomes problematic for all sorts of things. Staffing the correct kinds of units with ICU nurses and step down nurses and frankly just general floor nursing staff as well.
Dr. Matt Hines says the staffing shortage isn't anything new and that it's been a problem for a while, made more evident with COVID.
It's even worse now because you have, and this is something I've heard my nurse colleagues discussing, that hey, if you go to Dallas and agree to work 4 shifts a week, they'll pay you $10,000, $12,000 a week.
With hospital bed usage on the rise, health experts are not seeing a slowdown anytime soon. Hospitals will have to implement several changes just to keep up.
So it's changes to discharge, changes to admission, and changes to staffing ratios are the 3 key areas that hospitals are forced to implement right now in order to deal with the large number of patients.
With the vaccine and boosters widely available, many are hoping for things to return to normal.
Not have to worry about getting close to people or wearing a mask inside all the time.
Now, local health leaders stress the importance of getting a vaccine and say it's the only thing that can help us fight this surge. Live from Midtown tonight, Danelle Confer, News 4 Tucson.